What are your favorite camping memories? Campfires in the woods?
Swimming at the beach?
Mine are the Indiana Dunes. Hey, I'm Ranger Matt. So you want to learn about camping in the Indiana Dunes? Great choice. If you want to immerse yourself in the beautiful natural setting of the Indiana Dunes, camping is one way to make sure you get close to nature. If you like to tough it out in a tent in a secluded tree grove, we've got you covered. Or if you're like me and prefer a few more amenities and closer access to the beach, we have the perfect campground for you.
This totally counts as an amenity.
Two of our most popular campgrounds are within the state park and national park, one for each property. Remember, the state park and national park are two separate park systems. Our biggest campground is in the Indiana Dunes State Park, and it has everything you need for comfortable camping. There are over 100 campsites ready to go, most with electrical hookups. Water hookup is provided at specified locations. There are also heated restrooms and shower houses, a playground, handicap accessibility, and pet-friendly walking paths. During the summer, the on-site campground store is available with souvenirs, snacks, firewood, and other necessities.
The campground is also close to the Nature Center, where you can learn about the dunes ecology
and also some interesting local history, like the shipwreck of the J.D. Marshall. From here, you can connect to our network of trails to explore our vast park,
including the famous 3-Dune Challenge featuring Mount Tom, the tallest dune in northwest Indiana at 192 feet.
Enjoy the spectacular view before heading down to the beach. You can make your state park campground reservations by visiting camp.in.gov or by calling 1-866-6-CAMPIN'. Fees vary depending on the day of the week and the site. Be sure to register early as the campground fills during peak season. For a camping option that's a little off the beaten path, consider Dunewood Campground, which is part of the Indiana Dunes National Park. This campground is right off Highway 12 in Beverly Shores and is about 1.5 miles from the beach. It's a little more secluded than the state park, and it's perfect for those looking for a more old-school camping experience. That means no electrical hookups here, but there are restrooms and a shower facility. Each campsite is nestled in the trees so you can really get in tune with nature. Take a 5-minute ride or a 30-minute walk through the quaint neighborhood of Beverly Shores to get to the beach. There are restaurants right at the campground entrance, and kayaks can be rented across the street at the Camp Stop General Store and Beach Shop. You'll also be right at the Great Marsh Trail, a successfully restored wetland and an amazing spot for bird watching. Keep in mind that during peak season, parking can be a challenge. Dunewood Campground is open from spring to fall, and you can set up camp at one of their drive-in, wooded sites, or walk-in sites.
All sites can be reserved at recreation.gov. Be sure to display your registration receipt on your campsite marker post. More information regarding rules and requirements is available at the Indiana Dunes National Park's website.
The National Park also has rugged walk-in sites available near Central Beach. These sites are some of the most secluded in the Indiana Dunes, but they do require reservations ahead of time. Even though the Indiana Dunes State Park and National Park are two separate parks, there are two important rules that are the same for both. Alcohol is not allowed, and you may not camp anywhere on the beach. But that's okay, you've got all day to enjoy the beach, and you can always head into neighboring towns for an adult beverage at award-winning restaurants and pubs. There are a few smaller campgrounds south of the dunes that may be available when the main campgrounds fill up. Sand Creek Campground is a 40-acre property 10 miles away from the dunes. Sunset Hill Campground is adjacent to Sunset Hill Farm County Park and has access to miles of hiking trails. Lakeshore Camp Resort in Portage is 10 miles from the national park and has over 100 full hookup campsites and a dozen cabins for rent. Watch our How to Stay Safe video in this series for tips on dealing with campground pests and other dunes area safety challenges. Well, that's all for me. But since it looks like you might be staying a while, make sure you stop by the Indiana Dunes Visitor Center just a couple of miles down the road. Have fun camping. Hey, who's got a s'more for me? Thank you, sir. For more tips, maps, and planning tools, stop by the Indiana Dunes Visitor Center. It's just a couple of miles south of the Indiana Dunes State Park entrance, right off of State Road 49.